So to give you guys an idea, this is the difference of the two products. Like an average of 12 grams of sugar taken away, and this 3 grams of fat is what made up the 70 difference in calories.
It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier.
So, sabotage is our word for today. Now recently, KSI made a response video disguised as a Reddit video. It's basically just him trying to voice his thoughts about getting their asses absolutely cooked by DanTDM, Jacksepticeye, and Lord Gaben himself. And he's just being obnoxious throughout the whole video. Now, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, so let's break down what I think are the most important points that he made in this video.
You know why? I've realized why. It's because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mr. Beast and they hate me on Twitter, okay?
And this is one of the absolute points of this, is that KSI is just smack dab in the middle of two of the most infamous YouTubers right now. And their not good reputation is kinda seeping into KSI. So even though KSI is like the lesser of the two evils, him defending even one of those two people he is associated with will automatically send a hate brigade to your butt cheeks, because as I observed the hate from Twitter, the people mostly hate Logan Paul and Mr. Beast. And now they hate you because you're defending the ones that people hate. So you're essentially sabotaging your reputation by being with those two. You know what I'm saying?
Mentioning the Logan scam from a year ago and Mr. Beast situation from last month, bringing up a harmless DanTDM video from 9 years ago. But I wasn't the one complaining! I'm just replying to Dan! Am I not allowed to reply to Dan? He came at me! Logan Paul and Jimmy's situation isn't to do with me!
Now as you can see, KSI is having a mental breakdown. Now he has a point in this that yeah, you're allowed to respond to criticisms, but the response just came out obnoxious and just looks like that you have a master's degree on the Bachelor of Arts major in yapping. Plus mostly it's trash. You comparing Dan's endeavors 9 years ago is different. I mean, of course he learned this lesson now, that's why he doesn't do it anymore, so you bringing up something 9 years ago is some crazy shit to bring up. You'll just come off as some dude that doesn't have any argument now, so they bring up the past, kinda like those toxic lover traits that's always in memes.
He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom the idea that their beloved Dan was also exactly what he claimed that we were. Safe to say he's a hypocrite.
And that's the key word there, man, was. He was that 9 years ago. I mean, he can be a hypocrite if he tweeted that 9 years ago, but he ain't doing that right now, so L argument there. Yeah, and he kinda mocks Twitter after that and then brings up Ryan Trahan and FaZe Rug's candy business.
Well, DanTDM doesn't actually own the sweets, okay? You own Lunchly, so it's not the same.
Okay, cool. Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rug released sweets? Now, I'm not throwing them under the bus. But anyway, I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter.
Yeah, another L argument there. Because, Mr. KSI, again, FaZe Rug and Ryan Trahan's reputation is on the higher end of things, while your two business partners' reputation are down in the dumpster, and you being obnoxious isn't really helping your case. And after that, KSI is claiming that it's just a lunch kit, guys. What's the big deal?
And actually, let's take a step back and look at the whole situation. These are complaining about a lunch kit. That's what this whole thing is about. A lunch kit. There's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this lunch kit. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so it's not just a lunch kit, because you guys are advertising it as healthier than the competitors, which is not.
Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat. Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added sugars. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function, and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories. And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium, which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either under eating calories, or overeating sodium. Finally, the grain guidelines state that 80% of lunch meals must be whole grain, and Lunchly Turkey does not list any whole grain ingredients. It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier, at least in my opinion.
And also, Ryan Trahan and FaZe Rog aren't advertising it as healthier version of candies. They just said they sell candies. That's the difference on it. And now KSI is just getting ratioed here. For every 10k likes he gets double of that in dislikes. Damn. And the comments are just blasting him as well. I mean, look at this shit. So much tomatoes being thrown. JJ, this isn't something you can laugh through the whole video. Your fans get a good point. It's not blind hating. I mean, exactly. Like responding like it's a joke will never be a good look on you. Bro is pushing 40 and crying over criticism. I like how JJ is hiding the community notes. True. And FYI, this is the community notes that he was hiding, though he did address that in his video in a mocking manner, of course. It's annoying to be honest. And in Twitter/X, he's getting ratioed there as well. And don't make the same mistake as this guy who publicly sucked KSI's wiener. He said that KSI makes a great point. Why can't YouTubers create businesses? Just because they're influencers, that doesn't mean that they can't be financially smart to make money for themselves. Lol, not everyone can just stick to playing Minecraft. And this dude got ratioed as well to oblivion. And the people are quick to point out that it's not the business part that they hate, it's the advertising. By lying that what they are selling is healthier. But in reality, it's almost the same shit. So as I was editing this, Logan Paul made a video responding to KSI, responding to DanTDM, and to be honest, it's the same shit. So let's see that too, shall we?
Like, let me put this in the context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Dan being angry. I guess disappointed maybe, but definitely not angry. He's not throwing his phone, he's not flipping a table, he's not picking up dog shit on streets and throwing it into oncoming traffic because you guys made Lunchly. He just made the criticism, not much to it. And I love how Logan Paul admitted that what they're selling is not really that healthy. He's like, we have turkey, real cheese, crackers, and yeah, we also have nachos and pizza, but if you're mad about that, it's a you thing.
And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Yeah, I just low-key admitted it, that they didn't have the health aspect as much. He just said that, yeah, they made nachos and pizza and people are mad for no reason. I mean, again, Mojo Logan. The people are mad/criticizing you because you are advertising it as healthier for kids. I mean, in the smallest of technicality, sure. But if you look at both Lunchables and Lunchly side by side, they're just basically the same. So to give you guys an idea, this is the difference of the two products. Like an average of 12 grams of sugar taken away, and this 3 grams of fat is what made up the 70 difference in calories. I mean, looking at a nutritional standpoint, this is basically nothing. You can burn this easily just by sitting and doing nothing for an hour. Like you can consume this extra 70 calories on a daily basis, no problem. Unless you're diabetic. But if you're diabetic, you shouldn't be consuming products such as Lunchables to begin with. And trust me, those 70 calories taken away isn't gonna make or break your child's healthiness or fitness journey, I guess. Yeah, and so here's Logan whining about the community notes.
Still don't know about it. I went to war with community notes the other day. X's regulatory body of truth, but they lie. The whole system is littered with lies because community notes is just it's exactly that. It's a community of contributors contributing what their point of view is, not the truth, their point of view. And if their point of view gets enough votes, it gets marked on the tweet. But that's crazy to me because if you're a polarizing person like me, because the contributors, by the way, who are not my fans, these are people who sit online all day, they don't go outside, they don't smell the grass, sit at the computer all day. They'll come up with something that fits their narrative or might make your tweet look bad so other people can ratio you, and oh my god.
I mean, he's not wrong, he did go to war, but they made a good point though. And they're just trying to correct your claims, and just saying that they're all lies is not helping your case here. But moving on.
We just see this fundamentally different than most people. Yes, we could have made a lunch meal with carrots and celery and apple slices, but I don't eat that shit. I don't! Look, sorry, that's not true. I will have those things. But for like a lunch meal, I'm not interested in that. I want and always have wanted a fun lunch. I grew up on Lunchables. I'll admit that. We all have. I wouldn't sell something that I don't eat myself. And I wouldn't find myself eating a carrot, celery, apple slice lunch. By putting a Feastables, Our Product Prime, and an entree in a lunch kit was like a no-brainer to me. Especially if, and this is what we're forgetting, it's better than Lunchables. That's our stance.
Sure, it is very, very slightly better. Sure, but like you said, everyone hates you because of the things you've done and Mr. Beast's recent allegation. That's just it. I strongly believe that this is just not the right time for this because recently, Mr. Beast is being sued for Beast Games. So releasing this in line with that is ass. And you're never going to win the people because of that.
So I think there's like a misunderstanding with how like hate is received by people. I'm so used to this. In fact, I get paid for this. I literally make a living off of people not liking me. And I have to be honest with you, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's extremely accurate in Logan's statement, that he is very used to getting hate because he's been getting hate since 2018 on his suitcase forest scandal. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about their responses a bit and kind of give some counter arguments to their points. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.